they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay.
We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mike, ready? Blue lady. Here we go. Check three.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Back two, the Mike back two, Green, 17. I'm coming after you. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's got Evans. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
And the Buccaneers, 1st down.
Ready?
44-yard line.
Hey, run that. Hey. Wall, get wide.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready? Blue lady. 5-0. Kill.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Working out of the gun, Winston. Airing this one out into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota. This pass complete to Higgins. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The sack by Todd Davis.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete. Well, shame on them, Coach Davis. They went against your advice. They threw the football, and now they're backed up to punt this away.
They're actually fortunate. They went against my advice, but they didn't turn it over, right? No takeaway for the defense. They'll punt it now. They probably could have gained a few yards if they ran it, though, and helped out with field position.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. An update from Buffalo. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already getting into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt, just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and 11.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
He's not going to get me.
From the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. But they'll start the drive here with an end around. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Mariota. Open man is Higgins. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now this throw caught left side. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On 2nd down, Barber. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
52 is the mic. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. You're not ready. Hey, Mike 50.
3rd and long for Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Jameis to throw it. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Where's 52? Watch 52. Let me go.
To throw is Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 23 yards the pickup there. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run here with Lindsey. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Both ready. Black 22. Me and you. Here we go. Even. I'm coming after you.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You. Watch the eye.
They'll run it with Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Another run by Lindsey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready! Blue ready! 3.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he's stopped right around the 29. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Now it's Lindsey, and he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. He's got Higgins over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mariota to throw it. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Broncos.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout. Instead, it's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Where are they, team?
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Mariota. He'll find Lindsey here. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Mariota now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They go play action. Mariota steps away. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. To throw is Mariota. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
45. Mike.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mariota looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I had first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
Yeah, instead brings up a tough 4th down. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones 78 yards. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. Matt Gay on for the extra point. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run the counter with Barber. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Winston looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Logan. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
The tackle made by Todd Davis.
2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. Dances by him. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, D.
Now a give, right side. Logan. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Slam.
They run again with Logan. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch out.
Here's Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw Mariota. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Mariota now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Mariota. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Mariota now looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn, you don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
Right there. 54, right there.
Now Mariota on 4th down. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Jones. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 2nd down, it's Logan. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go, Mike. Wait. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Will Parks. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Following the interception here, Mariota. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Come on, let's go.
Throwing here, Mariota. Open man is Higgins. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that touchdown just might do it.
I would agree. That probably does. Barring a miracle, they're in great shape.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle, and the Eagles have extended their lead in that ball game. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll throw again. Winston. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
48 months. All day, every day, any day.
Now Winston on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because There are a lot of people watching.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job done.
Well, there's a reason Olympic athletes train nearby. All right, they've got a terrific training center in Colorado Springs. You train at the altitude, the lungs expand, you go down to the regular. Oh, my goodness, they can go all day. And, in fact, a lot of visiting teams, when you visit Denver, you know what's printed in your locker room? Welcome to the Mile High City. The air is rare. They get in your head that way.
So for the Broncos, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3.
Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch if you want it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They LA they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the haters, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, watch out for this. I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got joke, long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crap.
Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. We got to get better today. What I want to know is, who's ready to get better? I'm ready to work today. You ready to work? You ready to work? All right, then let's see it. Let's get out there and do it.
Set up. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight. to think I'll be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find new ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thunder, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. The hater gets off. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. Tired of complaining, I gotta bitch change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day, take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad, big pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause I like she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunters. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Hey, how fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch, like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Rain Randy Moss, yeah, my number's going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? You can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and now we got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Under late, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now.
Ready, ready! 50, plant!
You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Ay, why I never saw you in the field though? Ay, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Set 30 base.
Find out my team boy, you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss.
Hey man, listen, great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this team.
Go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with an ass back. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a. She an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad?